Hey everyone, welcome to Asta's Makeup Closet where we wake up and make up for 30 and up. Today I am going to show you, you're not going to be seeing my face, but I'm going to show you my Colourpop palette collection. And this is not a declutter or anything of the sort, this is just my collection of Colourpop palettes because I happen to love Colourpop and I happen to love eyeshadow palettes. There are quite a few that I haven't used. That is owing to the fact that, I started my makeup channel a year ago and my YouTube channel, and I've been amassing a lot of stuff, but using it has been a little tough, due to the quarantine and things like that. And I don't want to make excuses, but things haven't just been the best. So I will be using all of these palettes and you will be seeing them on my channel, but I just wanted to take you through my collection. So here we go. So the first palette we have is the Sweet Talk palette, which I'm going to be telling you why I bought my palettes and what I like about them. So this palette I bought a while back and I happen to love this for the fact that it's a really lovely peachy tone palette. It's got some beautiful glitter shades, it's got some beautiful transition shades and some deepening up shades as well. I don't mind the pressed glitters. It's got I think 2 pressed glitters, this one and this one here. And I think this is a Super Shock shadow if I'm not mistaken. What I like about this palette is that it gives a really nice subtle look to the eye, and I've yet to use all of the colors. I've used a couple of colors, just for accent's sake, and I so far have really enjoyed this palette. So the color story really pulled me in and I really wanted to get this, so I did. This is the Menage a Moi palette from Colourpop. This is one of the newer releases. When I saw this palette, I really wanted it because of the packaging and because of the color story. It does have pressed glitters in it, which I don't mind. I don't mind the sequin shades either. I love the deeper tones. It's just something that would look beautiful on my Indian skin tone and would give some beautiful, slightly, it's little pops of color, but more or less neutral looks. So the color story really inspired me and this is why I bought this palette. I'm yet to use it, so I'll be telling you which palettes I've used and which palettes I will be using. Then the latest Colourpop palette that I've bought is the Malibu Barbie. This I just had to get, because I was a huge Barbie fan growing up, in the 80s, and 1981, 1982 was the first time that Barbies, or maybe a little later, it was the first time Barbies were introduced in India. And it was such a thrilling time, for me as a little girl when I got my first Barbie in that white dress with a pink sash. I still remember all of that. So this was, I think, marking 65 years. The 65th anniversary of the Malibu Barbie, I'm not quite sure, but the color scheme of this palette is absolutely amazing. So I really want to do a first impressions with this, which is why I haven't used it. I want to show it in my haul video as well, but the pops of color, they're absolutely out of the world. I am inspired looking at this palette. I love color, and this is a gorgeous palette, so I just can't wait to use it. So this is like my latest a Colourpop palette. So the next palette that I have is Through My Eyes. I Love Sarahi into Colourpop. This was a collaboration with I Love Sarahi. This palette has the most gorgeous colors. And it's got some very complementary colors. I've used this, and if you see these water stains or something, that is just alcohol where I've sanitized the palette. Let me just move this a little back for you so you can see. So this is such a gorgeous palette and it's so well rounded and everything. There are no pressed glitters, or maybe, I don't know, that's a metallic. There are no pressed glitters in this palette, which again I don't mind, but the colors and the tones and the shades are absolutely beautiful. So this is one of the palettes that I really wanted to have. I'm a sucker for greens, I love greens, and I love the green and the the maroon or the slightly wine tone combination as well. It just makes me, you know, like it reminds me of something very rustic. I've seen a lot of those color combinations in my country as well as abroad, you know, where you see all these rusty doors, you know, covered in rust, and they've got a teal color on them, and they've got a little bit of red happening from the rust, and it just looks so beautiful. So it kind of reminds me of that, the color story. I know, weird comparison, but yeah. So this is why I bought this palette, and I simply love it. Coming to the Truly Madly Deeply palette, this was an Ulta exclusive, I think, and then it launched on the Colourpop website. And this has pressed glitters, but it's a lovely movie tone palette. It's got some very soft colors, it's got some nice peaches, it's got some nice terracotta shades. I'm yet to use this palette completely in its entirety, but I've used a couple of shades. I have a very light hand, so you know, a lot of my palettes that I've like used a lot, you can't really tell, you know, they look as good as new. So I'm sorry if you think that I'm just showing you new palettes here, but I have used a couple of colors here, and I really love the color story. So you know, I kind of jump between the mattes as well as the colorful palettes. It's just interesting color stories that really pull me in, you know, so it's all about color. Then comes the Fame palette. This is one of the Colourpop palettes which I have no idea why I bought. I think it's because of the cooler tones that were pulling me in, because at that point of time everything that we were seeing was warm toned, and this was one of the first cooler tone palettes really. Let me just see if I can focus this. Yeah, so this was one of the few cooler tone palettes. Like I said, you know, I've used a couple of shades, you know, like just one or two, but I'm yet to use this. And I would say this palette does not inspire me, but it has some great transition shades, so I will be keeping it. It's not like I'm going to declutter something just because, you know, some of the shades don't inspire me. But it's a really nice cool tone palette. I think one of the first from Colourpop. And let's see what happens and what comes up with them. I'm not going to be doing a dedicated video with this palette, but you know, it's going to be, it acts like my accent palette. Then coming into some of the bigger Colourpop palettes. So I, being a lover of color, had to get the Fade into Hue. This palette is a color lover's dream. Yes, it's a rainbow palette. Oops, sorry. Yes, it's a rainbow palette, but you know, the way they've demarcated colors, and they've, like, you know, have dedicated rows for the colors, it's absolutely amazing. Pressed glitters, not a problem. The metallics are absolutely beautiful. I really want to do like a 6 looks 1 palette with this, you know, just to do monochromatic looks as well as some mixed looks as well. That video is going to be coming soon, so I haven't really touched this palette yet, just swatched a little bit, and I simply love it. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. I love the colors here. And then for my final big palette from Colourpop, this is the So Jaded palette, which was a collaboration between Kathleen Lights and Colourpop. This is again a color lover's dream, but for tones that are grungier, for tones that are deeper, but yeah, it's a beautiful jewel tone palette, and I love it for these tones. You know, these tones really speak to me. I've used this palette a couple of times, especially the pressed glitters here. They give, you know, this iridescent glitter right here. This one, this is beautiful on the eyes, you know, beautiful on the eyes, beautiful in the inner corner. Yeah, it's said that, you know, you're not supposed to use Colourpop glitters around your eyes because they're not eye safe, but yeah, I've done it, but it really hasn't made a difference or, you know, hurt me in any way. So please do be cautious about it. But this is one of the most beautiful large palettes, and the only one that I own from this particular set. I think there's like 32 colors or something like that. I'm not sure. This is a 30 eyeshadow palette, and from this format of 30 eyeshadows, this is the only one that I have from Colourpop. So I don't have the Stone Cold Fox or anything. They didn't really speak to me, but this palette was just amazing. Coming to the monochromatic palettes, I have a lot, and I'm gonna start as they are in my drawer. So this is the Going Coconuts palette from Colourpop. It's a neutral lover's dream, this palette. It's beautiful, it's everything a neutral lover would need. It's everything an everyday palette should have. Beautiful tones here, and I have thoroughly enjoyed using this. Then the next palette that I have is Little Ray of Sunshine. I recently did a yellow look using this and Aha Honey. I thoroughly enjoyed this palette more than the Aha Honey because, you know, one, it's an all matte palette and I love all matte. Secondly, the color scheme on this palette is just so well rounded that you don't need another palette with this. It's just beautiful with the tones and shades of the sunflowers. It's just such a beautiful summer palette that I thoroughly enjoyed using it, and I did a video with this as well, which I would be uploading, and it's a beautiful palette. Then we come to the Aha Honey, which really made me fall in love with the yellow color. Especially in eyeshadows. But the problem that I have with this palette is that it's very hard for it, you know, it's very hard for the colors to show up. Like, you know, it's very hard for me to make the colors show up on my eyelids. I need to use a white primer. You know, it's a task, but I don't like using white primers. But otherwise, this palette can only show up on extremely fair skin tones. So that is one issue that I have with this palette, but otherwise I love it. Then I have the Aura and Out palette. This was something, the color story really sucked me in. Even though it's a very highly pastel palette, the colors are absolutely stunning. But they need to be built up like nobody's business. You really have to go in with the colors, you know, over and over again for them to be built up with a white eyeshadow base. Otherwise, it's very hard for them to show up. This is a lovely palette. It's got some really gorgeous blue and green tones. That's a Super Shock shadow right there. And otherwise, you know, the tones and the colors on the in this palette are absolutely beautiful. I did create a look, and it's in one of my videos that I've already uploaded. So I used this, and I used the entire Tie and Dye range called Inner Trance, and then there was a third one. So there are 3 palettes in this little series. And yeah, very hard to show up on the eyes, but beautiful when it does. Then we have the Mint to Be palette, which I'm going to state right off the bat that I haven't used this. Beautiful green palette. I love greens. I love greens in every shade and tone. Sorry about that. And I've been wanting to use this palette and just been finding the right opportunity to. But I will be using it very soon in a video, maybe in conjunction with Just My Luck or just by itself. And again, the color story just sucked me in, and I love these monochromatic palettes. Then we have the Star Wars Mandalorian The Child palette. Again, something that I haven't used, but something I completely fell in love with as soon as I saw the story. So I missed it during the launch, but I got it in the second restock. Beautiful palette, beautiful color story. Can't wait to use it. And there's not much I can say about it other than the fact that I am thoroughly inspired by this color story. So the next palette I have is the Just My Luck palette. One of my favorite green palettes in my entire collection. I really love this palette. The tones of greens and the murky browns and, you know, the shimmers, beautiful. It just makes for the loveliest emerald green shadow. And it looks gorgeous with brown eyes. So anyone who's got brown eyes should definitely get this palette. And they're not even expensive. So, and plus Colourpop is on a 30% off. So definitely get these palettes. Then one of the oldest Colourpop palettes that I have is the Mar palette, which unfortunately I haven't used. I bought it, I loved the color story, but I haven't used it. Why haven't I used it? I don't have an answer, but I love this palette. I will be using it. Maybe not just by itself, or maybe just two looks, one palette, you know, because the color story is quite diverse here. But let's see. There are a lot of things in the pipeline for my channel. I'm slowly and gradually getting to it, you know, hoping to feel better, you know, mentally and otherwise. But yeah, I will get to it and you will see this palette. Then one of the newest palettes I think that I have in the 9 pan is the On Cloud Blue. This is a beautiful blue palette, and it's got some really nice blue tones, you know. It's a little different from Blue Moon, but they would complement each other beautifully. I love blue as an eyeshadow color, so this is something that I need to play with, and I hope to do it soon. Then comes my favorite blue eyeshadow palette. This is the Blue Moon palette. It's one of my favorites. I used this in a look where I was trying to do a Cleopatra kind of look, and this was so gorgeous that I am in love with this palette. It's one of the most beautiful palettes that I have in the blue category, and what do I say? It's stunning and I simply love using it. Then I have the Baroque palette. Again, one of the palettes that I haven't used so far. I am really looking forward to using this palette. I love the whole murkiness of this palette and the grayish blue tones that are there. They're very unique, they're very beautiful, and I am very inspired by these. So maybe two looks, one palette coming with this, and yeah, love this palette. So basically everything that I have in my collection I love, you know. So I'm saying I love this palette, I love this palette, I love this palette, but you know, everything that I do have in my collection I love. So this is the In a Trance palette. This is from the tie-dye range, and again the color story pulled me in. Again, you know, this color, I think this came busted, so I had to repress this shade, and makes for a beautiful pastel look. So you know, if you want to go in for something very pastel-y and something very springy, it's really nice. It's really nice, but just make sure that you use a very light eye primer whenever using these tie-and-dye eyeshadow palettes, you know, the range from Colourpop. Then I have another palette which I haven't used. This is the Lilac You A Lot palette. Beautiful tones again, a lot of pastels in here. Again, waiting for an opportunity to use this, so I will be using it soon, and that's all I have to say for it. Again, I love the color story like I love with all of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very inspiring to me and I love these tones. Then I have the Lovebird palette. I think these were Ulta exclusives again before they were launched. They launched on the Colourpop website. I really enjoyed using these palettes. These are really nice, and the tones and the colors are absolutely beautiful. I don't know why they have peacock feathers in here, because none of the colors are representative of a peacock, but whatever it is, you know, it's a beautiful palette. So again, one of my favorites if I want to go for pinky toned looks or slightly reddish toned looks. Then we have the Baby Got Peach palette. Again, one of the palettes that I haven't used. I am sorry, but you know, the lighter tones, like, you know, the Orange You Lot or the other, you know, like the Blue Moon and everything, I've used the main palettes, but when they came out with the pastel tones of the same, I am yet to use these. Again, beautiful colors, lovely oranges, or rather lovely peaches, and again, I would do two looks, one palette with this, and this is beautiful. Then we have the Miss Bliss palette. This is the third from the series of the tie-and-dye collection. Again, I had used this palette as well while creating my pastel look. It's again, you know, needs to be built up. It's some of the tones I feel are very similar to the Baby Got Peach. So again, as a standalone palette, it's great for spring, but it needs to be built up. So that's the only problem I have with the whole tie-dye collection, is that they really need to be built up unless you're extremely fair. Then comes my favorite orange palette. This is the Orange You Glad. I really enjoy this palette. Really enjoy this palette. I mean, you can see a little dip going in this shade Rise and Grind as well. And beautiful on the eyes. Beautiful shades. What more do I say about this? This is gorgeous. It's a simply stunning summer palette. And anyone who loves oranges or wants to try oranges, please try it with this palette. Then we have the Bird of Paradise palette. This is like almost like a burnt terracotta rust kind of palette. It's beautiful, you know, it's beautiful for a slightly, how do I put it, like a slightly muted orange look. It was an Ulta exclusive again. Before it was, I think, available on the Colourpop website. I don't think these are available now, but I'll have to check, I'm not sure. I really enjoyed this palette. This is lovely. It's I think it's a great everyday palette. That's what I feel, you know, because of the terracotta shades and especially the bottom row. Beautiful palette. Then comes my Wine and Only palette. I had been sitting on this palette for the longest time and I finally got it only to have this shade, which was one of my favorite shades from the palette, which is one of the reasons why I bought this palette, came busted and I completely ruined the shade. So I've ordered it again now that the Colourpop website is on 30% off. I haven't used this palette. I'm waiting for my new one to come and then I would probably just depot these and add these to my singles, but I would throw away this, you know, like nothing shows up. So this is completely ruined and that's one of my favorite shades from the palette. So yeah, so can't wait. I love wine tones, lovely for winters. And yeah, can't wait to use this once I get my new one. Then we have the Wild Child palette. Again, one of the palettes that I need to use. I would love to use this in conjunction with the Going Coconuts, but by itself, this is like a lovely chocolate palette. It's, what do I say about this? These are like the best browns you can probably get in one palette. So anyone who's looking for a good brown palette should totally go in for this. The Super Shocks in this collection are also very pretty, so you could totally go in for the complete collection as well as the eyeliners. I have the blushers also, so it's a complete brown collection and the shades and the tones are absolutely stunning. So yeah, so I can't wait to use this palette again. I haven't used it, haven't gotten around to using it, and I'm really sorry that I'm saying all of this. I'm really sorry that I'm disappointing a lot of you by, you know, showing you products that haven't been used. But like I said, that, you know, it's going to be you know, from a new YouTuber's perspective, somebody who loves eyeshadow and who wants to get stuff and then start using it. It's just one of those things, you know, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out within myself. So yeah, again, a beautiful palette, and anyone who loves browns or neutrals, do go in for this. Then we come to the Night Owl palette. This was also bought in with the same, with the Birds of Paradise and the other Peacock collection, I don't know, Lovebird or something like that. Beautiful tones in here. I'm yet to use this again, but a lovely neutral palette and beautiful tones again. So lovely transition shades. Great for everyday use and great for neutral tones and have nice, you know, smoky brown looks. So yeah, waiting to use this. And finally, we have the Smoke Show palette, which is now called the Blowing Smoke palette. I got this when it was launched and I simply loved using this palette. This is one of my favorite black and grey palettes. And I am so happy I bought it as soon as it was released, and I was so thrilled and I was like, oh my god, you know, Colourpop's doing this, I need to get this. And I've used it quite a few times and I love this palette. This white up here, stunning. This is like an all-round palette, you know. You can use it for deepening up a lot of the other palettes, a lot of the other shades, so it'll make for a great accent palette as well as a good standalone palette as well. So anyone who loves blacks and, you know, grays and grey tones, definitely go in for this. So with the Smoke Show palette or the Blowing Smoke palette, this pretty much culminates my Colourpop video. I have a couple of more palettes coming in, like with the Wine and Only and stuff. I will add those on when I do my next Colourpop palette collection. And till then, I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and do keep watching, and please do subscribe to my channel. My name is Astha. I'm a professional makeup artist. I'm still trying to get super inspired, and I'm still trying to be extremely consistent with my channel. I'm trying to get there, hopefully, you know, just with a few health issues and stuff. I hope that I'm able to, and I'm able to shoot all of the looks that I spoke about today. And do keep on watching, and if you have any suggestions for me, please do leave them in the comment section. And love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.